Mm-hmm.
It was her bed.
It's
Hey,
totally
Beth.
my fault.
Yeah, it was all of your bad. That is what happens when, like, all of you do a thing. Yes?
Wow.
Is everyone ready?
Yep, ready.
So
Yep.
ready. The stream is
Salty
running and we're
mega
so
ready.
ready.
Oh, you've started the stream.
Yeah, I said it. I said, boom, I'm starting it. It's going. So everybody can hear our shame.
Awesome. I don't think anybody actually watches this shit. Okay,
I will
so
in the future when I'm sad and mourning and missing this thing. I'm like, oh, I missed the campaign, and I'll go back and watch them.
Oh, use it to remember dog cheese.
okay, so we return where we had originally left off. The body that was Zever, an empty husk, withers into ash. His features, revealed to be empty and ghastly as the mask was split away by Nox's arrow, are stretched and deteriorated. The eye sockets are empty, and black holes on a sullen face, gaunt and pulled tight onto a smiling skull. And as his body implodes into a weightless dust, the last to go is his wide, haunting yellow smile. The remains of Shaper, as the radiant energy purges the twisted soul of a divine tyrant, the weapon is cleansed. For a moment, before the flame strike disintegrates the weapon into vapor and fume, you can see what it looked like before all of this started. Just a simple blacksmithing hammer. Rounded head from years of use and a chipped and notched haft. It would look ready to be replaced if you found it on a smith's bench. But, after that glimpse, the last remnant of the hammer wastes away in ash and ember until Viela's hands are empty and burned. The spell's energy sparing no surface, purifying everything in the radius of that flame strike. And then the night is silent. Just the gentle weeping of Kale over his son's ashes punctuates a haze-filled sky. But the thunderous roar of the god's intervention is gone, and after such cacophony, the world is hushed. The air is heavy. It stinks of soil, ash, burned flesh, sulfur, and decay. And the wind is dormant now. It died sometime during the fight. The air's ship's slow descent continues, having no longer being held up by the power that was Zever, slowly dropping as the balloon struggles to maintain altitude. Eventually, the density of the atmosphere and the balloon's lift will equalize, but for now, you drop. Francis, as you look down at your friends, you feel a unique pulling sensation you've never experienced before. You feel as though an invisible tide is pulling you toward the sky, urging you to commit, urging you to come home to take your place. But you hear things in your mind, you hear voices, you hear people hoping and praying for protection, for the strength to defend their families, for your safety. You lock onto that one, and you recognize it as your mother and father. You hear their prayers. You hear them asking whoever's listening to keep you alive, to give you the strength to see them again, to forget the lives that you have been charged with. They pray you will be selfish and run so they can see you again. And as you focus on them, you see them. They sit in front of you. Your mother is sitting on a crate of cannonballs. Your father is standing in front of her, his arms wrapped around her shoulders, and he is holding her close, his own shoulder leaning against the hull of the ship. You are standing right in front of them, and they don't notice you. You don't think they will until you want them to. But they are praying to you, for you, hoping you will save yourself, hoping you will keep the ship afloat, and hoping your friends are as strong as Lord Copperhand says.
Aw. I guess I could appear. I can do that?
Yeah, as soon as you intend to. Your form materializes as if stepping from an invisible doorway. And your mother and father look up, and they both immediately looked relieved. Your mother stands up, and she says, Is it over? Is everything all right?
I think so.
Your father kind of steps up to you and says, "Tell us what happened. Please, we're eager.
You
Is
know,
Lord Copperhand all right?"
yes, he is, but there have been some losses. So, but overall, I think the fight went pretty well.
The ship is still afloat. I would have to agree with you.
Yeah, the god is destroyed. So, you know.
When you say that, they both kind of, their shoulders settle a little. A lot of the tension goes away, and your mother steps up to you and hugs you.
Oh, she's so
And
great.
as she does, she says, "I was so worried. I'm so glad you're all right." You've gotten so much stronger. We never thought this was something you could handle.
Hey.
Thanks, Mom. Jeez.
You know, about that, I may have made some promises not so long ago. A little bit of extra power in exchange for some commitments. But, you know, it was my choice, okay? So don't stress it when things
To who?
hash out. Doesn't matter right now. But I think what would be great is if you guys could do me a favor.
Of course.
Go help out Copperhand. His son died. I think they're gonna bring him back, but he could use some support right now.
Oh gods, Crumb died?
Yeah.
They kind of look down to each other. And they look back up to you and said, "How?"
Well, you know, there were some spells flying around. He might have been disintegrated.
Yeah.
These things happen when you're fighting gods. So if you guys could head up top deck and be there for Copperhand, that would be a huge help to me right now. I got some things to take care of.
All right. It's a wonder to see you again.
Yeah,
And
you too.
They kind of, your father puts his hand on your shoulder and they start to rush past you. This is the first time you've seen your father since, well, the fire plane. And you
Sent
notice
on this
that-
little mission.
You notice that he is looking, your father looks very scorched. Your mother looks fine. Your father looks like his hair is burned away in places. His clothing is
Oh.
ashy and ruined, but he appears to be the supporting one in this instance.
Well, I could hook him up with some clothes. I have lots of extra clothes.
He
I think
has
I have,
run
like,
off.
an infinite plane of clothes. I'll just
can have
hang
that
somewhere he was
conversation
standing.
Viella, Francis suddenly disappears from view. Anna, Viella, Rayshawn, Knox, Omar. I require a perception check.
It was ominously phrased.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Wow, I rolled really bad.
Oh, I don't think the stream is working right.
14.
What the heck?
Uh-oh.
Can someone check the stream?
Sure, I'll check, but...
Because my friend says that I'm streaming on the wrong one, even though I told it not to.
I for sure do not see the right one, so...
Yeah,
I got a
heard
24.
I have
Wait, is
Oh,
it going
it's-
to the correct one and it says the wrong thing, or it's...
No,
Okay.
I don't see it streaming.
Damn it. Alright. Why?
Do we need to start over?
I'm not.
We're not gonna start over.
No, I can export that part from mine. It's fine. I just don't know why I did that. Hang on a sec.